Hi, this is Evan from Digital Team Coach. Yesterday I ran a training session for some really wonderful people who do a really great job. Often it's thankless work in our churches. They are our church office administrators. So a big shout out and thank you to our office administrators. Yesterday in our training, we looked at a system called Alvanto, which is a church management system. Think of it as pretty much the database for your church, where you have everyone's details and there's a whole lot of other modules and workings that happen within these systems. There are basically three really important things that you want to have in place for the system to run well, whether you're implementing a system from scratch for the first time, or if you've got a system already running there, but you want to improve the way that it works. The three things are: number one, structure; number two, data; number three, implementation. So with each of these, for the structure, you want to make sure that you've got your settings correct and set that's in a way that's going to serve your church well. Often systems get underutilized or they're not set up in the right way, and sometimes just tweaking a few things will really help to get the most out of the system to serve your church and your organization better. Secondly, with that, making sure you've got things categorized and labeled correctly and having a consistency in the naming and in the conventions around your data. Thirdly, you want to make sure that the right people have the right access. So making sure that access permissions are set correctly. Now, moving into the data section, you need to make sure that your data is up to date, because the integrity of the data is going to make a difference between having good reporting and good outputs or not having accurate information in the first place. So your data needs to be up to date. That needs to be the people in your system, the way you group people, the way you utilize different modules from that, such as your service module, your reporting module, and other things that utilize the people who are in your database. Then finally, the implementation is really important. Even if the system's been up and running for a while, implementing it and making sure that people are onboarded well, particularly when we've got new people coming in, new staff members coming in, that they are onboarded and trained well. For your onboarding to run smoothly, you need to have a repository for your knowledge. This is both internally for your team, the staff members, but also for other people who use the system. You can use it to train up people on the system, but you'll get even more use out of it and expanding that knowledge for other areas of your ministries. And then finally, you want to ensure that the workflow of how data is added, how it is maintained, how it's updated, that there is a consistent process in the workflow with the database and with that system. So making sure that the right people know who does what in the system. So there's quite a lot to think about there, and we spent 3.5 hours working on that yesterday with these office administrators. And if you need more help with your church management system, with Alvanto, with structuring your systems well, implementing them well, training up people, please let me know. I'd love to work with you, and bless you.